Hey, what's up, Core families? It's Pastor Nick and
Pastor Craig. Good to see you. You're looking good.
Hey, we are super excited. We have some really cool updates for you guys. We want to share with you a little bit about what's going on with Core, both in this semester and what's coming up in the summer. We are really excited, and we can't wait to share this stuff with you. But the first thing we want to talk to you about is the vision of Core. You may or may not have known this. Maybe you've seen it, hopefully in our newsletters that's gone out. We've definitely been talking about it with our students. But last year, we got together as a staff team of Core, and we said, hey, let's talk about who we are, our identity, and what we're about. And we actually came up with a vision statement. And our vision statement is this, is that we exist to be an encouraging community of disciples who are sent to build the kingdom of God. Like, the thrust of who we are is like we are all about disciple making. So everything we do with Core, whether it's on a Sunday or a Wednesday, a trip that we take, whether it's like a weekend gathering, we are all about being disciple makers. And we are really excited because that's who we are foundationally. And in fact, that leads into what we do on a Wednesday and Sunday. And PC actually has some information to share with you about what Sundays and Wednesdays are looking like. So I'm going to pass it off to PC. Here we go. Woo!
Hey, so there is a difference between Sunday and Wednesday, and that's designed on purpose to fulfill the vision that we have. And so if students come on a Sunday, it's going to look a little different, of course, than on a Wednesday night. And Sundays are designed to be a learning environment that equips students with essentials to live as a follower of Jesus beyond high school. We don't want it to be just head knowledge, though. We want it to be knowledge about God and how it transforms our hearts to Him, so that way they can stand on their own post-high school because of what we're doing and laying the foundation for on a Sunday morning. So it might not necessarily be as fun on a Sunday morning, although we can't be around, Pastor Nick or myself and some of your kids without it being a lot of fun. When we get to Wednesday night, though, Wednesday nights are a little bit different. Wednesday nights are designed to be more of a fun environment that develops deep relationships with and engages students on their faith journey to live out God's way of righteousness. So it's relationship based, but it's going to be more maybe topical, so that way a brand new student coming for the first time ever can engage in the conversation and learn, and not be like, hey, we're in week 27 of the book of Daniel, and they have no idea what's going on. And a student who was literally born in church, has spent every Sunday and Wednesday and everything, like they were birthed in the front pew on Easter Sunday morning. Like, that kind of a student can also engage with what we're doing on Wednesday nights. And there's a community that's involved, and it's relationships with adult leaders and their peers, because that's what we want to be the foundation for our disciple-making process. And now with a little bit more explanation, with the rationale behind a couple things that we have going on to make sure we're clear. Welcome up again, Nick Mans.
I have no idea why I did that. But in all actuality, like PC said, we are super excited about Wednesdays and Sundays and the fact that we can actually gather and do things together. And we recognize the reality that Sundays and Wednesdays look a little bit different right now. Just with the state of everything happening in our world with this pandemic, we have taken some steps and some measures, and we've implemented guidelines to help keep everybody safe and to be proactive in how we care and love and engage in the discipleship process together. And so on Sundays, we just want to let you guys know, first of all, we are back meeting on Sundays. We are super excited about this. We are actually gathering. Middle school is meeting in the auditorium. High school is in the cafe. And we actually get to gather. We'll have some breakfast foods for you guys as well, and some opportunities to play some games and just engage in what we're doing. But we are socially distancing. We are wearing masks. We are being proactive in this. And on Wednesdays with home groups, we've actually started a new hybrid schedule, which PC and the middle schoolers got to do this past week, where once a month, on the first Wednesday of the month, middle school will come and gather all together here at Hershey Free Church and engage in a large group community. And then on the fourth Wednesday of the month, high school will do the same and come to Hershey Free and engage in a large group community. On the opposite weeks that they're not here, each group will be engaging their different home groups around the Hershey area. And the reason that we're doing it in this way, in this hybrid approach, is one, it gives us the opportunity to continue to mitigate to the best of our abilities. That if somebody does come in contact with COVID or anything, we have the opportunity to say, hey, we don't have to cancel the whole program or the whole part of Core. We can actually just do different pieces if we need to online. But it also allows for us to be consistent in what we're doing. We want to keep having consistency in a world that this past year, it's been so full of changes. We want to offer a level of consistency to you guys and continue with this model through the end of May. Now, we're also doing this where we're doing high school on one week and middle school on another at the church, because it gives us an opportunity for growth. Our hope and prayer is that more people continue to come back, but as more people come back, we have less and less spaces where we can meet and socially distance and follow the guidelines that we have in place. And so our hope with this is that we continue to see more people engage and participate and come and journey with us as we engage with this together. One other thing that we are super excited to share with you guys about, I can't be the one to share with this with them. I mean, PC, this is kind of your thing because you've done this before, but it has to do with our summer programming. I'm super hyped for this, and so before I spill the beans, because I'm getting really close, man. I'm getting really close. I'm gonna let PC talk to you about what we have planned for this summer because I just can't. You gotta do it.
For this summer, we have been approved. We get to go to Camp Orchard Hill for their Missions Week. And if I have off camera and stuff, but we are excited about it. Right now, the plan is for middle school and high school to be together for that week as camp hears from more and more churches on who's going to join and be part of that week. I was involved 3 years ago in helping get a missions week going at camp with a couple other free churches, and it was phenomenal. God's hand was so in it, and ahead of our group and our week, it went so well that the next year they did 2 weeks, and then last year, which was canceled, of course, they had already 2 weeks scheduled. But the camp feels committed to this missions week. They've been able to operate a program under COVID-safe guidelines and all of the things with meals and shifts, and they have a way to be able to do it, and we get to go and be a part of it. So what does Missions Week look like at camp? Well, it looks like this. We get to sleep at camp. We get to eat the meals at camp, so that way Nick and I aren't cooking again or trying to. And we get to do different activities at camp, have a chapel at camp, have discussions in our church groups at camp. But during the day, from about 9:30 a.m. till 3 in the afternoon, we've done like team building exercises and then go out into the Wilkes-Barre area with different Christian ministries that are connected to the camp or local churches. So there's a local church connection and a connection to the camp with any of the ministry sites that we would go to do your typical short-term missions experiences. And so one story that I want to share is there was a place that we went to. It was called the Shoemaker's Hub. And it was a converted old church that became like a thrift store for really in a poverty area. And while we were there helping sort and lift and do all the fun stuff that you do on mission trips, there was a guy that came and he was dropping off a bunch of furniture and other donations back to that place. And what we found out was that 3 months earlier, that man and his family had been displaced because of a hurricane. And they had nothing. And this ministry supplied them with basic essentials for their house. And what he said, he was so overwhelmed with the love of God that he said, when I get back on my feet, I'm going to donate this stuff back and more to help people who are in need. And we got to be there to see that happen. And it is so predictable that on missions trips, these things are going to happen. It just radically changes God working to us, to working through us. And we love that. So we are excited about getting to go to camp July 11th through the 17th. But I know as a parent, there might be a little bit more that you need to know for details. And so, Nick, what do you got for details?
I went the wrong way. But yeah, like PC said, we are so excited for this. We are so excited to be able to go to camp, to be able to partner with a community that we know and love with Camp Orchard Hill. Jim and Derek are phenomenal leaders there, and we are so excited and so grateful for all the steps they have taken to provide a safe experience for us. But I know you guys are going, what about the details? What about, what's the cost? What are we doing a fundraiser? All that kind of stuff. Well, yes, we are going to be doing a fundraiser. The details we're still hashing out, but we will let you know what it's going to be here shortly. It is not going to be a brunch. We just can't do that given the realities of our world right now. But we are still going to have an opportunity for an intergenerational bridge building moment where we can engage with different people in our church and raise funds for our trip. And we are also excited because we can tell you that with this trip, we know that some people are going, hey, what's the cost? Are we going to be able to do this? What's the financial accountability with this? Here's the reality. We're still finalizing the cost with all the details that are coming up. But if there is an opportunity for your kid to go, but you're saying, hey, finances might keep me from doing that, let me say this. Finances will never keep your child from going on one of our trips. We have an awesome opportunity to bless families, to help families who need help to get on these trips. There's no give and take here. This is an opportunity for us to say, hey, we want to bless you guys and to care for you. So if you're thinking about going and you're like, I don't know financially if we can swing this or not, hey, just reach out to us. We're here, we exist to help and to walk with you guys. And I also want you guys to know that as we do this, as we partner in this together, the sign up will be a first come, first served basis. And the sign up will be coming out hopefully shortly for you guys. We'll put it up on social media. We'll put it up in our newsletter. And we'll also send an email out to families about it as well. But it will be first come, first serve, because with the guidelines, they can only have so many people at the camp at a time, and we want to make sure we honor that. But again, don't let finances keep you from that. We do have opportunities to raise support both with the brunch. We also do have a scholarship program. But here's something really cool, and actually he's kind of got the personal touch to this. We have another really cool opportunity for fundraising, so I'm going to let you talk about this one because you know it well.
All right. If you don't know, we have another opportunity that's year-round. I like to eat, obviously, and I know you like to eat. We know your kids like to eat a lot, and you buy groceries. Well, we have an opportunity to have a portion of the money that you put in the groceries be donated to your kids' account. And so at the front desk here at church, you'll see Deb Webster, and she has the gift cards for Giant and for Carnes, and I think maybe Weiss. Deb wouldn't know that for sure. And for every $100 that you spend, $5 gets put into your kid's account. Now, we had 2 kids go through the program, and without that, it would have cost us a lot more money. And it's something super simple because we're already buying groceries every week. And so we would get gift cards from Deb and then use those just like you normally do groceries. They're even usable online if you do the home delivery, which is an awesome thing. So we just want to make sure that you know about that so that way we can just ease as much of the financial burden of these kind of trips as possible. Because we believe in them so much that we want to make them as affordable as possible and offer all the help that we can. The people of this church have been so generous to missions and especially in our case, to students where nobody has been denied, like Nick said, access to be able to go. And so as Nick comes back in to be a little bit more serious, because we love your kids, we love being your youth pastors, and we can't say it enough. And we wish we could do more, of course, but God has given us these opportunities.
Yeah, and like Craig said, we want you guys to know that we love you, we care about you, and we're here for you. We know this has been a very different year. In a lot of ways, it's been really difficult too. But we want you to know that we are here for you. If there is any way that we can come alongside of you, to walk with you, to offer support, encouragement, or even if it's anything tangible that we can do too. I mean, Craig's much more handy than I am, so that might fall on him. But we are both willing to do whatever we can to assist you guys as parents, as students, and as families as a whole. We love you guys, and we are honored, like Craig said, to be able to be your youth pastors. This is something we don't take for granted. And so we want you to know, we are here for you. And so if you have questions, you have concerns, thoughts, you want to reach out, hit us up. We both, you're the YouTube star.
Be gentle.
Oh, yeah. Craig's a popular YouTube star, if you didn't know that. I'm not. Email works for me.
Subscribe to Craig Mark.
But please know, we are here for you guys. We love you so much. And if you've got questions about anything, you want to drop them in the comments below. Or if you just want to email us, feel free. It's nmans@hersheyfree.com and
cmart@hersheyfree.com. 2 A's in Mart.
Not like Kmart. Different type of Mart. But you know what? We are here for you, and we do love you guys. And so, hey, thanks for watching our video. We hope to see you guys again soon. Have a great week.
Thank you.